I'm a Marine Corps champion pistol shooter, and I want to teach you how to stand correctly when you shoot your pistol so you are ready to defend yourself in a real life situation. There's lots of different pistol stances that you can use and work with. However, there's only one that's the best for defensive shooting situations. And because the vast majority of gun owners purchase a gun so that they can defend themselves, you should really only ever practice shooting with this one stance, especially as a beginner, because if you ever have to defend yourself in a real life situation, you're going to fall back on what you know. This stance is the best stance for a real life shooting situation, and luckily it's the easiest one. So let's get into it. All right, so the very first thing we have to learn how to do is get into a proper stance. And this is very easy. A lot of people overcomplicate this, but go ahead and pan down. If you're a righty, your lead foot is your left foot. If you're a lefty, your lead foot is your right foot. But you want your left or your lead foot out front, just like in a proper fighting stance, right? One leg slightly back, cocked out a little bit, kind of on the balls of your feet. Go ahead and pan back up. You're going to lean slightly forward, and the reason you want to lean slightly forward is because when you fire your pistol, it's going to recoil, and if you're standing up straight, it's going to kind of push you back, and it's going to put you off balance a little bit. So slightly lean forward, just like you would if you're about to get into a fight. You wouldn't fight like this, right? If you're going to play baseball, this isn't your athletic stance. Lean slightly forward, and then when you punch out your arms, you're just going to punch them out completely straight. Sometimes people shoot like this, but it makes it hard to shoot over here. It's easy for me to come this way, but it's harder for me to come this way. And when you put both your arms out straight, it allows you to move left and right. Your stance allows you to move all over the place. And this is a good defensive situation because you never know where you're going to have to shoot or where you're going to have to move. And this allows you to do all of those things. So this is your stance. This is how you should shoot all the time if you want a good defensive stance. Pretty easy, right? It is not hard to learn how to shoot a pistol. A lot of people think it's complicated. Nobody really has the message. This is something that I want to push in my channel. It is so easy to become a good pistol shooter. People don't realize this, but it's just because you never get taught correctly. And that's what I want to teach. It is easy to learn how to stand. It is easy to learn how to grip a pistol. It is easy to learn how to aim and pull the trigger. What I want to show people is that it just requires practicing, not at a gun range, okay? If you want to practice, a proper stance, practice getting into a proper stance at home just a couple times, right? And then go to the range. And you're going to find that you are a lot more comfortable doing it because you've practiced it a couple times in a more quiet environment. If the only time you ever train is at the range, especially as a beginner, right? There's so many distractions, it's hard for you to concentrate. So when you try to learn new things, especially as a beginner, gun owner, try to practice those things in a quiet environment before you go to the range, because that way you have like a little bit of muscle memory. You have something to fall back on when you kind of got a little freaked out. You have all those distractions. You're not really used to that as a first time newer gun owner. So practice this stance a couple times. If you have any questions, please let me know in the comments. Let me know what you think of the stance. If you disagree why you think that this is the best defensive pistol shooting stance, please let me know in the comments, and I'll tell you why you're wrong. Until next time, stay safe, live free, and I'll talk to you later. See ya.